We're about to spend a lot of time with Ice-T. I'm here for it.
Are you new to Ice-T?
Like, I'm very aware of him as a human being on the planet Earth, but like, I am new to him as like a yes.
All right, we'll dive in.
Are you guys buddies?
We're not. Not yet. I'm like once removed from him. I knew a friend who filmed something with him.
Really?
But Ice-T's like a legend in
okay.
a lot of fields.
Great.
Yeah.
Hi, Jenny Benzavalli.
Hello, Patrick Hines.
Bam, did you know that we have a book club? It's the True Crime Obsessed Podcast Book Club.
Yes.
And you can join it so easily. Go into the Facebook group, find the pin post, fill out the Google form or whatever. It takes 5 seconds.
Yeah, and you're voting on what books to read.
Yes.
Like, a lot of them they're like true crimey. Dr. Ann Burgess' book, Damien Eccles' book. And everyone like votes on what they want to read that month. It's so fun.
There's hundreds of people in this book club. It's wild. I love it too. Sasha moderates it. It is so awesome. People love it. Very easy to join.
There's also a book club channel in the Discord.
Yes, and if you get confused about how to join, just get in the Facebook group or the Discord and ask. Everybody will tell you.
So easy.
And also, we have bonus episodes over on Patreon.
Yeah, we sure do. So we have like ad-free versions of these episodes, but then we also have the series that have several episodes. So we just wrapped up A Body in the Snow, The Trial of Karen Reed.
Yes.
We're doing Lady of the Dunes right now. We're doing
so
Hey Beautiful.
Good. That
Scamanda.
Hey Beautiful one is out of control. I don't want to give anything away, but the Hey Beautiful one that we're about to start is so crazy.
Yeah, like you were saying, at first you think it's exactly the same as every other doc, and then it takes a turn, and you're like, whoa.
It takes a real wild turn that I was really here for,
it's
fam.
Nuts. But yeah, we do all that kind of stuff on the Patreon. Plus, like, we do drag bingo at the $5.
Yes.
Like, our lowest tier includes monthly drag bingo.
Yes. All right, what are we talking about today, girl?
This is our bonus episode. Hi, bonus episode.
Hello.
I think this is our 8th one. It's a brand new series. It's called In Ice Cold Blood, hosted by the one and only Ice-T. It's season 1, episode 4, Jealousy's a Killer, and it is on Peacock.
Warning, the show you're about to see contains graphic images of sex and violence. The story is true, the victims are real, and the killers, cold-blooded. Viewer discretion is advised.
All right, we're going to get to the case in just a second, but I was like, how do we get one of these gigs, like the Donnie Wahlberg and the Ice-T?
The fictional cop hosting a show about
like
true
a murder
crime.
show that's like loosely like based on your name.
Well, Ice-T did it first.
Okay.
Ice-T is a very interesting dude, if you don't know.
Why is he called Ice-T?
It's just his name.
It's
I'm
his
sure,
name.
yeah, I don't know like the history. It's like probably a nickname that he had. Do you know about Body Count, the band? So they had that extremely controversial song in 1992, Cop Killer.
Okay.
Like, he's Cop Killer, that song.
I don't know it. Are you shocked?
No. But it was huge.
I just learned the word Riz like 2 weeks ago.
I know. But it was like politicians were involved, like, because he was it was a heavy metal band, and they were like protesting police brutality in the 90s and like police corruption. And so it was like this big song, but he's like kind of a legend as a rapper and a rock musician. He also plays Finn Tutuola on SVU.
So this I know. This is what I know him from.
But he's the longest running male series actor in history.
No way.
So he's also a former criminal. He has like a very checkered past, Ice-T.
Oh, wow.
But it's funny that he, like the guy who wrote Cop Killer is also famous for making history playing a cop for 25 years.
Oh my God.
Which is very interesting.
All right.
His wife Coco is also a legend. She's in some SVU apps there.
She sounds amazing.
She is amazing. They love each other. They're super hot for each other.
Oh, I love that.
So, yeah. And also Ice-T was doing this before Mark Wahlberg.
Before the Wahlberg?
Before Donnie Wahlberg, another fictional cop.
Okay.
Was,
well, Donnie Wahlberg is an actor.
Right. But like, right, that's what I mean.
I love the idea that he plays a cop named Donnie Wahlberg.
He plays another guy who like moonlights doing this when he's really on like a network show.
And like, it's the easiest gig. They show up for 5 minutes. They read the copy.
They do the top. And then but Ice-T is more like with Very Scary People is the Donnie Wahlberg show. We see him right at the beginning. I know at exactly 22 minutes, halfway through, Donnie Wahlberg comes in as check-in. Ice-T's here a lot more.
But I will say, like, they get away with some writing shenanigans.
Like Ice.
It's unbelievable, the shit that, like, he actually says.
Sometimes looks can kill. Sometimes looks can get you killed. In ice cold blood.
And I wonder if it gets better or worse as the series goes on.
I don't.
We'll see. So we start in Lake City, Florida.
Yeah.
And we hear, like, the biggest threat most residents face is unrelenting humidity.
Doesn't seem like GP's moving there anytime soon.
No. We're in the middle of a heat wave in New York City right now.
It's very hot here, I will say.
Hot.
But it's a small town. It's super safe. They say they've got 1 or fewer homicides per year.
Yeah. So we meet John Jewett. He's the state's attorney investigator. He gets a call about a murder.
It was late, it was cold, and I got a call from the Lake City Police Department asking me to respond to a residence in reference to a homicide. So I pull up to the scene. The owner, Johnny Walker, had said he came home from his job working at a veterans hospital and said that he found a trash can in the backyard. So Johnny told me that it was not supposed to be there, that he went to move it back around the front of the home where it's supposed to be, and it was heavy, and saw a body inside the trash can.
He goes to the house of...
The guy's name is Johnny Walker.
Johnny Walker. It's his real name. This poor guy, honestly. But Ice-T's like, I'm running with that name, everybody.
The puns go on for days.
Forever.
Yeah.
And so Johnny Walker worked at a veterans hospital, and he came home from work, and he noticed that a trash can was in the backyard, not where it's supposed to be. And he goes to move it.
Yeah.
And it's much heavier than he was expecting. And I just have in my notes, oh no.
Oh no.
Oh no.
And he opens the trash can and he finds a body of a young woman inside.
And in response to this, Mr. Ice-T says,
Johnny Walker might need some Johnny Walker to get through this Friday night.
Thank you very much, Ice-T.
I mean, Ice-T, it's unforgivably bad.
Olivia Benson would never.
Would never. It is unforgivable.
Captain Olivia Benson would be like, Finn, a word?
It's also okay to say to the writers, like, hey, I know you're working really hard. That was a good first try. Let's see what else we can come up with.
I think he loved this. I think he's
so
leaning
too.
in. I think he's leaning. So the victim is a black woman, and so Johnny Walker thinks it's his daughter, Janika Johnson.
Yes.
However, it is not his daughter.
It's not, because they see a tattoo on her lower back that says the name Katie. Janika is his stepdaughter, so we quickly learn that it's not her, but his heart must have been in his shoes for that 10 minutes.
Right, and then still okay, so who is this
who's Katie?
person? So her name is Katie Roberts. They identify her by her tattoos. And Shavonda Reed is here, who's Katie's cousin.
The police said Katie is deceased, and my whole heart dropped, and he showed me a couple of pictures, and it was like, when Katie died, part of me went with her, you know?
They kind of keep coming back to what an amazing person Katie Roberts was.
Yes.
And everyone loved her. I mean, she literally lit up a room. She would always try to make people laugh. She just seemed like a really fucking awesome person.
Yeah, and Katie's sister, Waisha, is here, Waisha Allen, and she's devastated. She says, they were so close. When Waisha went through something, Katie went through it too. They were that close.
It's kind of unusual to find siblings that are that tight. I love it when you see that. And then it's heartbreaking, when you learn about it and then it's in this circumstance.
Right, where it's I wish everyone lived happily ever after and everyone was nice forever.
I can't imagine sitting down and having to talk to a producer about the murder of my sibling.
We say this all the time.
Horrible.
I can't believe, I'm so glad the families are here because that means it's a victim-centered episode, but it's how heartbreaking for the family.
I know.
And Ice-T is making jokes.
I know, and I always wonder, how that goes down. But I feel like families do this because they want to tell the story. They want to tell the story of their loved one.
When we spoke to Sarah Turney about this after we covered the doc about her sister, she kind of said exactly that. She was like, no, there were things that I liked and didn't like about the documentary itself. And so, her being such a big part of it was really important.
Yeah.
I guess, the good outweighs the bad in that situation, right?
Totally. And, Girl, Everyday Dose is a new sponsor. Tell us everything.
Look, this isn't just coffee. It's coffee with benefits. You know what I'm saying?
I love this. This is coffee with benefits that's meant to fuel your brain, boost your focus, and give you clean, sustained energy all day long.
Yeah, so Coffee Plus is a mild roast. It's light, it's smooth, it has low acidity, which is easy on sensitive stomach.
Can I tell you, I have to drink low acidity coffee, and this stuff is good.
Yeah, and it's also a mellow energy, which you need.
What do you mean?
Well, I was also, here's the thing though, there's no crash and no jitters. It's just clean, sustained energy. I had way too much caffeine, not that many recordings ago.
Yeah.
And I truly, that was a weird thing. I didn't feel great.
No, I remember.
Right? So that's a real thing. The crash, the jitters, it is very real.
Now, the other thing, if you like a richer blend of coffee, they also do Coffee Plus Bold. It's a rich blend of medium roast, 100% Arabica coffee, robust and full-bodied yet smooth with that extra boost of energy.
Yeah.
So they've got options for you.
Right.
I love my coffee. Who doesn't want the extras? I need that brain focus.
Right. And also, though, Everyday Dose does third-party testing, so they're not just, lying to you.
Totally.
Basically.
We love you for being honest, Everyday Boost.
Thank you so much.
So, fam, get 45% off your first subscription order of 30 servings of Coffee Plus or Bold Plus, and you'll also receive a starter kit with over $100 in free gifts, including a rechargeable frother, which I love, that asks Natalie Grillo, and a gunmetal serving spoon by going to everydaydose.com/TCO or entering TCO at checkout.
You'll also get free gifts throughout the year. Hello.
Yeah. Whoa.
So that's everydaydose.com/TCO for 45% off your first order.
Go get those plus benefits.
Come on, coffee with benefits.
I know.
How cute is that?
And, the other thing that we learned about Katie is not just that she was awesome and people liked her, nobody hated her. Like, she didn't have any enemies. There's nobody out there who would want to kill her.
Right. So Katie was 27 years old. She's a single mother of 2 kids.
She's just doing everything right. She's a hairstylist. She's got a great boyfriend that she loves.
Right. And then to come and just punch us directly in the face, Ice-T reminds us.
It's a sad fact that 55% of female homicide victims are killed by a romantic partner. So naturally, one of the first things detectives want to do is identify Katie's lover. In this case, that man is Alfred Washington, a local mechanic and Katie's longtime boyfriend.
This is so crazy because the thing that really stood out to me in this, whoever did this killed her and put her in a trash can.
I know.
They put her in a trash can.
It's hateful. It's personal.
Yes.
It's hateful.
Yes.
So let's talk to our fiance, Alfred Washington. But we also have other people that the cops want to speak to because Katie was a private hairstylist.
Yes.
So she knew a lot of people that way, but she was also doing sex work to supplement her income. She was sugaring.
Yes.
So that's also known as a sugar baby or sugar dating or being in the sugar lifestyle.
Yeah, they never say the word sex worker.
No.
And I was confused. I didn't like the way they were talking about it. I felt uncomfortable. I didn't know how I was going to say it. And we were talking about this off mic. They imply that she is having sex with men either for money or so that they'll pay her bills or whatever, but they never come out and say she was a sex worker.
Right. So from my research today, and please, if you're in the sugaring lifestyle, let me know, correct me if I'm wrong, but in my research today, many people in the sugaring lifestyle consider it sex work.
Okay.
So in Katie's case, we learned that she was getting money or gifts or her bills were being paid. And it was a very transactional relationship with these men.
We're also told that she enjoyed doing it. She was a hairstylist and she loved it. She was doing this kind of work and she loved it. She was very happy.
And a lot of people are in sex work and enjoy it.
100%. That was why I was just I didn't know how to. It felt like they were being coy and we were going to have to figure out a way to talk about it.
The only thing that made me feel oh no, is that Katie kept this part of her life a secret from her family.
Well, but that also makes sense to me. I bet there are a lot of people who do sex work who enjoy it or whatever, but they also don't want their family to know.
That just made it feel scary because it's oh no, what if we never get this person because it was that big of a secret? When we learned that someone was, quote, living a double life, I'm oh no, we want to help you now, Katie.
And the only thing about sex work that's tough is that it's illegal. So you can't, if these people who are doing sex work get in trouble, they feel like they can't go to the cops. And so there's a lot of was it one of the men that she was having this kind of relationship with? Yeah. Did they get jealous? Did they fall in love? There's a lot of questions. And now there's a lot of people the cops have to find.
Exactly. And so Katie died from a single gunshot wound in a really confusing location.
As we were examining Katie Roberts' body, we noticed that there appeared to be a gunshot wound sort of at the base of the neck, based on it looked like the bleeding. We couldn't tell the trajectory at that point, but it appeared that there was only one gunshot wound to her. Well, as we examined her, we didn't see anything that looked like there was any physical altercation.
All the investigators are huh.
And the crime scene is weird because they say there weren't a lot of clues on the crime scene, but there was one. There was a white car that didn't belong to anybody who lived at the house.
Right. So I'm well, it's the killer's car, right?
And I was stay fucking stupid, you morons. You're going to leave a car full of DNA.
I know.
This was my thing. The trash can was left in the middle of the backyard. That body was definitely going to be found.
Yes.
A white car that doesn't belong to anybody who lives at the house is now found at the scene. This is the dumbest murderer on earth.
And also, they kind of allude to it, but I have it in my notes later, but I'll say it now. This all happens within 24 hours. We get the sons of bitches quickly because of how idiotic they are.
And it makes it feel like it was not premeditated, like it was a crime of passion. We don't know, but they say there's no evidence, but there's a lot of clues.
There's so much, and everything moves really quickly.
Yes, yeah.
So here's what we know. Mr. Johnny Walker left his home that morning to go to work.
How annoying would it be to be that guy?
That poor guy.
He's Johnny walker.
I know.
You just
do you go by John, maybe?
Just go by Jonathan.
How do you avoid that? Or maybe I wonder if you introduce yourself to some people, being able to clock I'm going to introduce myself as John to this person because they're going to be a nightmare if they know I go by Johnny.
I would just call him Blue Label. I'd be what's up, Blue Label? That's a cute nickname.
It's a cute nickname. Yeah. If he gets it, if he's into it, that's a very cool nickname.
Hey, anyone seen Blue Label?
Yeah, or then just Blue.
Yeah. Yes.
We'll go down to Blue.
We did it. Oh, I hope he adopts our nicknames.
It's a good nickname if your name is Johnny Walker and you really appreciate Johnny Walker.
Totally.
Anyway. So when Johnny Walker left his home to go to work that morning, his daughter Janika was at the house.
Yes.
And when he comes home from work, he finds Janika is not home. His trash can was moved. Katie's body is in the trash can, and there's a mysterious car in the driveway. So, we got to talk to Janika.
Janika's got to have some answers, right?
The cops want to talk to a lot of people right now. They want to talk to the fiance, Alfred.
Yes.
They want to talk to Janika Walker.
Yes.
And they want to talk to all of the men that Katie was sugaring with. So using phone records, they speak to all of the men Katie was in contact with the day she was killed.
And as you might imagine, they were very reluctant at first to admit, what their relationship with Katie was. So we talked to a couple of gentlemen who then confirmed with us that they had met her that morning. One, I think, paid a bill for her, another one gave her some cash, and then she went on about her day. So when we talked to all of them, looked at phone records, looked at all the evidence that the case, presented, we were very certain that none of her Johns were involved in the crime.
Can we just talk about this for 2 seconds?
Yeah.
Doesn't it seem like it would be safer for everybody if we legalize sex work? Then we can regulate it, then they can go for help. Like, it feels like sex work is work. I don't know.
Yes, I agree. Yes, I think there's more. It's much more layered than that. It's not as cut and dried as that. But I agree. How do we make it safer?
Exactly.
That's my only question.
How do we make it safer?
Does legalizing it make it safer? Does legalizing open the door for corruption and horrifying things? I'm sure it does.
Yeah.
I just don't. I'm not that well versed on it.
It feels like trafficking would be a much easier thing to stop if this was a legal trade.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Oh, I think there are many arguments. Yes, as long as it's my whole concern is I just want everyone to be safe.
Well, because my what I'm thinking is we need information from these men, and thank God the cops are able to make them comfortable enough to give them the information. But there would be many men who would run from the cops and not tell them anything, who probably had valuable information.
Yeah.
And
thankfully, for whatever reason, that's not the case here.
And I gotta also say that I was very heartened to see that the cops gave a shit about a woman that they knew was doing sex work and were still in pursuit of getting justice, at least finding out what happened.
It's they get the same sob story. No, it wasn't me. And they're like, girl, I don't care.
I know. Yeah.
We know you spoke to her today. We have bigger fish to fry with.
Exactly.
We're not enough. You paid her phone bill for whatever. Who cares? Moving on.
Yeah.
But the cops very quickly rule out any of the men Katie was sugaring with.
Yes.
So,
girl, Function Health is back.
can you tell me all about what this is?
So look, I love Function Health. I got on a whole call with them because I was so interested. They're the only health platform that gives you access to the kind of data that most people never see and insights to actually take action based on the results.
Right, because usually you're like, oh, this is great and looks scary, and what do I do with it now?
And how do I even read it? How do I understand it? So inside Function, you can test over 160 biomarkers, from heart and hormone to toxins, inflammation, and stress. I was actually doing it to test my testosterone levels.
Okay.
I'm not a young guy anymore, girl.
Hey.
But you can also access multi-region MRI and CT scans, all tracked in one secure place over time. They make it so easy to read, they make it so easy to understand, and they let you know what to do based on your results.
So what I'm hearing is that it's a near 360 view to see what's happening in your body, right?
Correct.
And also, things are changing all the time.
Yes.
So we kind of need to know, what the new normal is. So this is the new normal in health.
So look, I've been using it. I love having this dashboard where I can look and see at all the different biomarkers I wanted to check out as I'm becoming an old man.
Sure.
So fam, you can learn more and join using our link. The first 1,000 people to join get a $100 credit toward their membership.
Visit www.functionhealth.com/TCO or use gift code TCO100 at sign up to own your health.
I gotta tell you, it feels good to take action and really see inside the old body.
And that it's
yes.
So next up, Alfred the fiance.
So his name is Alfred Washington. They track him down at work. They have to tell him in person that Katie is dead.
This man is a wreck.
Well, but I'm are you a wreck or did you do it?
He's a real wreck.
He is a real wreck.
And at first I'm but he's a real wreck. And so also though, a really big deal, Alfred knew about the sugar lifestyle.
Yeah. The cops say that he was trying to advance at work so that she wouldn't have to keep doing that.
Yeah.
But he knew that she was doing it.
He wasn't thrilled about it, but Katie wasn't keeping it a secret from him.
Right.
So he knew, and he was trying to get a better job so that she didn't have to do it anymore. But it wasn't, based on the conversation that the cops have, he wasn't seething about it. He just didn't love it.
Right.
And they were both kind of working.
And he also wasn't trafficking her. He also wasn't involved in her business like that.
Right. But still, this is something the cops want to look into more because they're okay, he is a wreck, but he's also a fiance who admits he's not happy with the sex work Katie was doing.
And I still wasn't convinced. I'm we got to keep looking at this.
The statistics say we can't rule him out.
100%.
Right?
The statistics say he did it.
Alfred, you're a nice guy, I'm sure, but come on.
Or are we?
Numbers are numbers.
And numbers are numbers, exactly.
So here's the deal, everyone. He did not kill Katie.
No.
And we learned that he had been at work all day at a local oil changing business. And we went to the business and were able to confirm that through payroll records and the actual employees that were there that day. In fact, Katie Roberts had brought him a Subway sandwich at lunchtime that day.
She actually came up to my job and brought me some lunch. We talked for a few minutes, kissed each other, told each other we love each other, and that was the last time that we actually had a chance to talk.
She loves him. She brought him a Subway sandwich.
Yeah.
I know that people like Potbelly, but I really love a good Subway sandwich.
You love it. What's your go-to order?
I gotta tell you, I love a tuna. I know that
right?
there's some debate as to whether any of it is actually tuna.
I've read that.
I think that that's not real. I think it actually is tuna, but I also
Or they fixed it.
Or they fixed it.
Or they fixed it.
I do love a spicy Italian BMT. There are days I'll go for a meatball. Oh God, I'm starving.
I saw it in I saw your face change. It's like me whenever anyone mentions pizza, I'm like, what? Like a laser. I saw your face change.
Can I tell you that every single day I come home and if Steve is the one handling dinner that night, I'll be like, what do we do for dinner? Daisy, wherever she is. It's like a cartoon. Her head will
she's a sleeper cell. She was
goes,
activated. Pizza. She's Little Caesar.
Like she'll have her headphones on no matter what. She can hear me ask the question, pizza?
Yeah.
Pizza?
Right. And then when Steve goes out of town, you're like, every day, breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
We had pizza 4 nights in a row.
Good.
We had pizza 4
Everyone's
nights
on vacation when Steve's out of town. Pizza party every day. What's the problem?
I know.
There are times where Mike and I are big leftover people, so we'll order pizza and then have it. And there have been times where maybe a day or two will go by and Mike will be like, do you want to order pizza again or are you pizzed out? And I'm like, pizzed out.
Pizzed out. What is this?
Who are you never.
talking
And
to?
if I say, yeah, I think I am, ask me if I'm okay.
I know.
Something must be wrong.
No, when I saw that she brought him Subway, I was like, well, what's the go-to order? What's your order?
What's your go-to order? But I'm sitting here and I'm like, okay, so none of these men killed Katie. None of the sugar daddies, not the fiance.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay, well, where's Janika Johnson? Because she's the other person they really wanted to speak to.
Right. And so we learned that the cops have officers outside of Johnny Walker's subdivision. Now, remember, Johnny Walker is Janika's stepdad, so she lives with him. She was the one that would have been there when this would have gone down.
She was there when he left for work and then not there when he came back. And this horrible scene was there, but Janika wasn't. We got to talk to her.
Yes, exactly. So sometime between 8 and 9 in the evening, she shows up in a car with a guy named Christopher. Now, there are cops all over the house. And when this car with Janika and Christopher comes by, they don't stop.
They're doing a checkpoint to talk to everyone sort of in the community. And she just speeds through it and doesn't stop.
So they pull him over.
And they're like...
Again, tell me you're guilty without telling me you're guilty.
Well, what I thought of, was when they're asked why they're driving so recklessly, Janika says, well, I saw the cops and I got scared. Now, remember, she's black and in Florida.
I mean, that is absolutely fair.
It's reasonable. It's a very reasonable thought for her to have.
Yeah.
So at first I'm like, okay, but also something horrible happened at your home.
Right.
But at first, when her answer's I don't know, I was scared of the cops, okay, I get it.
I totally get it too. But they say, because of the fact that she blew through the checkpoint and the fact that she was supposed to be home at the time that Katie would have been killed, the cops goes, so Janika Johnson has made herself a person of interest.
Right. She's now formally interviewed. So now they're sitting down with Janika and she immediately says...
One of the first questions that we asked her was, do you know Katie Roberts? And she immediately, without hesitation, said no. One of the things I wanted to do was, okay, so she's telling us she doesn't know Katie Roberts. I wanted to show her some pictures, just so she couldn't come back later and say, well, I didn't know her by that name. When John Blanchard showed her all the photos of Katie Roberts, Janika adamantly denied ever knowing her or ever seeing her.
Ma'am, do you happen to know... Have you ever heard of her? But her name is Kate.
Nope.
Okay.
Nope. Spell it?
K.
No.
Nope.
But
the cops are smart. This is not their first rodeo. They show her a picture just in case they
Still
happen to know by a different name.
Never. I don't even have to look at it. Nope.
I never do.
Nope. Big no.
Hey, just one more time.
No. I have to leave.
Are you pizzaed out?
No.
Are you?
Hard no. See the eye contact? That's, I'm telling you the truth.
Yeah.
Okay, so fine. Janika, where were you when Katie was killed then? You were supposed to be home. You weren't. So where were you?
Her story is insane.
Now, dear listener, you're going to think we're misspeaking.
Yeah.
You're gonna be confused. The point is, this story you're about to hear makes no sense.
It makes absolutely... This story is so dumb.
When you feel lost, that's where you're supposed to be.
You're exactly where you're meant to be.
Because this makes no sense.
Right.
So Janika says her dad left for work. She called her friend for a ride to visit some family members.
His name is Basie. I'm obsessed with the name.
Basie Davis.
I love it.
He's like, I can give you a ride, girl, but there's a catch. Even though I drove over here in a car.
In my own car.
I cannot give you a ride in this car.
Not in this car.
You'll need to call someone else to provide a car, and then I will give you that ride that you asked me for.
But the car that I can't take you in is going to stay right here. It's not that somebody else needs it.
Yeah.
It's just going to stay right here. here.
Janika says, all right, Basie, that makes total sense. Janika calls her friend Mon, borrows his car.
Yes.
A few things. Basie, number one, that means you can't give her a ride.
Right.
Also, number two, the story never happened.
No,
so I don't know why I'm mad at Basie because...
Except, like, something did happen. So she and Basie drive to a town called Jasper. They spend a few hours...
Well, they get Mon's car.
They get Mon's car, drive to Jasper, spend a few hours with her family, then they drive back to Lake City, where, according to Janika, the car breaks down.
And this is when they call Christopher, the friend that Janika was in the car with when she was getting pulled over.
Because she ditches Basie, the guy that drove her up to Jasper. She, like, leaves him to, like, fix the car that he can't fix.
Dear listener, don't waste time going back 15 seconds if you're like, wait, what? That's how you're supposed to feel. Janika, girl, what are you saying? You're lying.
This is insane.
So the cops look into all of these people, and they're all, like, kind of shady.
Yes.
So Basie's a drug dealer and also, quote, someone you wouldn't want to make mad.
Well, the cops have a lot of contacts in the community. So they kind of go to their sources, and they're like, have you heard of these people? They all say yes, and they tell them what they know.
Yeah. And so the cops, like, even though Janika's like, don't know Katie, never heard of her, whatever.
Yeah.
The cops ask Janika what she thinks happened to Katie. Because the fact of the matter is, Katie's body was found at her house. So, like, Janika, girl, what's your take on this?
So during the interview, one of the questions we wanted to ask her and questions we did ask her was, this is the house that you were at. You left for the day and there's a body in a trash can in the backyard. What do you think happened? And her response was that the only thing that she could guess was that after Mon had dropped the green Pontiac off for them to take, that he must have come back and put this body in the trash can in the backyard. Mon was a drug dealer. You can't rule it out.
And stay stupid, but when they ask you what your theory is, just say you don't know.
Or, and I'm not defending Janika here, but say the word lawyer.
I know.
She's saying every word but lawyer.
But lawyer.
And I'm like, okay, girl, keep it up.
I know.
So now the cops want to talk to both Mon and Basie.
Yeah.
But in the meantime, we learn, because now we're in Katie's phone, because we got all the guys she was sugaring with. Like, we have all of this information. We learn Katie called her sister, and she asked her sister to babysit because Katie was with a hair client.
Yes.
Guess who that client is?
Guess who it is?
Miss, I've never seen Katie before in my entire life. Janika.
Right.
Who just denied up and down knowing Katie.
And it's like, so I just want to point out so many dumb things here. The body was in a trash can in the middle of the yard. That body was going to be discovered the second Johnny Walker came home. Right after he cracked a bottle of Blue
Maybe
Label.
even before, because someone's like, that trash can is in a really weird place.
Yes. Then there's a car that doesn't belong there that is there.
Yeah.
Then she's questioned, gives the most ridiculous story of all time, lies to the cops.
Right.
They immediately go to her phone records, see that she, like, this is the world's dumbest criminal.
Now, meanwhile, as she's being the world's dumbest criminal, the people are just showing up to the station to tell them information.
I know. Like, never in the 7,000 episodes have we ever done how people just come out of the woodwork to show up at the cops and tell them stuff.
Within hours.
Yeah.
And that's proof that Katie was loved and had no enemies. Like, you know what I mean? People are just like, wait, Katie was in trouble? Like, in what world are people walking into a police station to put themselves in front of cops?
Exactly.
Like, in no world.
No.
So it's very clear that Janika and Katie know each other.
Yes.
Like the phone records, the multiple hair appointments, but it was more than just a hair appointment.
Well, right. And even Alfred, I just want to say, Alfred, the boyfriend, is back to say, like, Janika came over to the house to get her hair done all the time.
And he was like, she was just a client. Like, I wasn't friends with Katie's clients, but like, they knew each other.
Exactly.
Now, we know Janika is lying. So let's talk to Basie and Mon.
Yeah.
And this is when Ice-T's like,
Typically, friends like these are either in on the crime or will do whatever it takes to clear their names.
I still can't forgive you for that. He's going to need some Johnny Walker to get through the evening.
We get some more
I know.
nuggets in a little bit.
I just can't. He read the script, approved it, and was like, I can't wait to say that on camera.
He wrote some of it.
You think so?
I think
Is he
so.
credited as a writer?
He has some lines in SVU where you're like, Ice.
Yeah.
Like, he teaches them what the down low is.
No. How does he know?
Well, literally, they say that. He's like, don't look at me. I just know stuff. Like, whatever. And he comes
I'm not kicking Ice-T out of bed for eating pizza.
No.
No way.
Well, you'll have to fight Coco.
I don't. Well, no,
and she will win. She will win.
Even I know.
And Ice-T will sit back and watch.
Ice-T, you got into. I didn't invite you here. You just got here. You started this, Ice-T.
Right.
I was fully prepared to finish it.
Captain Olivia Benson, whatever.
Girl, Chime is back. Can we talk about how there are fees everywhere? I told you about that time I paid a $6 fee on an ATM to get $20 in cash.
Yeah, just when you think your day couldn't get any worse, bam, you're hit with an $8 fee.
Literally. That's why Chime is all about fee-free banking, fam, which means no monthly fees, no overdraft fees, and no minimum balance fees. And you can sign up today to get all of that goodness at chime.com/TCO.
Yeah, bank fees can really be a hurt. Like, you think you're getting ahead, you think you're saving up.
They wrecked me in my 20s.
Right.
You'd overdraft and then you overdraft because you overdrafted. Like, it was such a nightmare.
The worst. So it's like, okay, I'm $2 over and now you're going to slam me with a $25 fee. I really literally can't afford that right now. Stop.
100%.
And it would happen all the time, but not anymore.
Yeah.
So this is so helpful if you're really trying to like build your savings, build your bank account.
Build your credit.
Yep.
That's what Chime is all about.
Look, banking shouldn't be costing you money.
No.
That's the whole thing, right? So Chime has
That's what they want.
That's what they want you to
That's
think,
what they
right?
want.
With Chime, there are no monthly fees, no overdraft fees, and no minimum balance requirements.
I mean, that is the best news ever.
Huge.
So, fam, open your account in 2 minutes at chime.com/TCO.
That's chime.com/TCO.
Chime feels like progress.
Yeah.
Girl, Hers is back. Listen, Hers is transforming women's healthcare by providing access to affordable weight loss treatment plans. They connect you with a medical provider who will work with you to determine the best treatment option for you.
Yeah, so if you're prescribed, you can get medication as part of a doctor-developed weight loss program, complete with ongoing care, check-ins, dosage, and medication requirements. I have to tell you, that is so important. A lot of people are taking these medications not under the supervision of a doctor. Bad news.
I have been taking these medications under the supervision of a doctor for 2 years. It makes all of the difference. The doctor check-ins are absolutely essential.
Yeah, and we're talking like medication adjustments, which happens all the time.
Yep.
24/7 online support at no additional cost, no hidden fees, no membership fees. It's really important. I know everyone wants these medications. You need to talk to a doctor.
You do. And listen, weight loss by Hers is realistic. It's not restrictive and it's affordable. Hers provides access to both oral medication kits and GLP-1 injectable options, with oral medication kits starting at just $69 per month with a 10-month plan when paid up front.
Plus, your personalized treatment ships free directly to your door.
So if you've been struggling with your weight loss journey, it's time you find the best option that works for you through Hers.
Start your free online visit today at forhers.com/TCO.
That is FORHERS.com/TCO for your personalized weight loss treatment options.
forhers.com/TCO.
Weight loss by Hers is not available everywhere. Compounded products are not approved or reviewed for safety, effectiveness, or quality by the FDA.
Prescription required. See website for full details, important safety information, and restrictions. Actual price depends on product and plan purchased. So Mon is a dead end. He's actually been in Atlanta for the last week or so.
Oh my God.
The number, even worse, Janika, girl.
I know.
Like, thanks for making this the easiest episode ever. The number Janika gave the cops is a dead number.
It's been dead for 90 days.
Meaning Janika could not have called him for a ride the day of the murder.
Exactly.
So Basie Davis shows up to the precinct. It hasn't even been 24 hours. He's like,
4 in the morning.
He's out of breath.
He shows up the second he heard they were looking for him, he showed up. And even the cops were like, girl, you need to calm down.
He cannot wait.
He cannot
They
wait.
say it was like a 3-year-old at Christmas morning.
Yeah,
He's like, can I talk now? I don't need a fucking lawyer. Can I just tell you? Because he's a drug dealer and he has a record and he is terrified that the cops think he killed Katie. He's like, this doesn't look good for me. I know it, but like, I gotta tell you, I will tell you everything.
He just got out of prison after being in prison for 8 years for
He's
auto
like,
theft.
I do not need this shit. I did not do this. And like proving Ice-T right.
I know.
He's gonna tell them everything to clear his name.
I feel bad for this guy. Like, how did you get mixed up with these people?
Well, he tells the cops what happened.
Yeah.
And so some of it is pretty close to Janika's story, which I was not expecting. I was expecting him to tell a completely different story. But he says, look, Janika called me. She wanted a ride to Jasper. He gets there, knocks on the door, is ready to drive her in the car he showed up in.
Of course.
Which means, which
is
what
how
you
giving somebody a ride works.
Which is what you mean when you say, yes, I can give you a ride.
Exactly.
So then he says, he knocks on the door. Janika won't let him in.
Right.
She's been cleaning like crazy and she's agitated.
Nothing? Why does it smell like bleach? Nothing?
And stop asking me about Katie Roberts.
I've never
How
heard
many
of her.
times do I have
don't
to
even
tell
know her
you?
name.
Like, what? So according to Basie, Janika comes out and says,
He says she comes out and says that they don't need to take his car, that she wants to take the green Pontiac that's in the driveway. Janika told us that Mon brings the green Pontiac to her house. Basie was telling us that no, he brought his white two-door vehicle there parked in the driveway, and Janika was adamant that they take the green Pontiac, which was already there. So we got Janika is telling us one thing. We got Basie, who is a convicted felon, telling us something different. We know one of them's not being truthful.
so the cops are like, well, someone's lying here.
Right.
And I'm like, I'm going to go with Janika.
100%.
Who's lied about literally everything
Who gave you
else.
the bum phone number?
And lied about knowing Katie.
Exactly.
But on top of this, Basie was able to direct cops to that green Pontiac.
Right.
And this is the major, major twist. So at this point, it's like, we know Janika's lying, but how are we going to get her on this? This is where everything starts to fall into place, because that car is registered to Katie's fiance's mother. It's the car that Katie was driving.
Now, let's slow down on this. Like, just to make it clear, Janika is lying. lying. She and Katie know each other. Katie does her hair. There's two weird cars here, right? There's the white car that was found the day of the murder that nobody knows who it belongs to, and then the green Pontiac that Janika was in the night that she got pulled over by the cops.
That they dumped, but she's trying to say, it broke down, and so I had to call my friend. Janika wasn't going to visit her family. She was dumping Katie's car.
Right. And so the point is that green car belonged to Katie. That green car that Janika was in belonged to Katie, and Janika got the car because Katie came over to Janika's house to do her hair.
And so Basie is confirming, no, there was a green Pontiac there when I showed up, meaning Katie was at Janika's house that day.
Exactly.
Open and shut.
Exactly.
So the police now have a search warrant for the house. Again, not even 24 hours after they found Katie's body.
Like, Janika, what are you doing?
There was a line out the door of the precinct.
I know.
People happy to help. So they finally get into the house, and I'm like, what, where? I mean, I guess because this happened so quickly, they didn't talk to Johnny Walker about any of this. Because when they walk into the house.
The Florida Department of Law Enforcement started the search of the home. Things that they saw pretty quick was some smudges on the refrigerator that they believed to be blood.
So the next step was, we need to see if it looks like the homicide happened in here or not. And it was very quick when he started spraying the luminol that we definitely had a big crime scene there in the kitchen. It looked like someone had cleaned up a lot of blood. As we were looking through the kitchen, there was sort of a glint, just sort of the corner of either a table or cabinet, and it turned out to be a 9mm bullet casing.
Like, she cleaned up the entire kitchen full of blood, but left the bullet casing on the kitchen floor.
And then, playing the role of Domino's.
Yeah.
In this episode, a half-eaten Subway sandwich was in the fridge. The Subway wrapper's in the trash.
I know.
Remember, Katie was at Subway, so, this is the fast food thing that, gets the guy.
They literally sent the turkey sandwich out to the lab for testing, and, Katie's DNA is all over it.
And the autopsy on Katie showed that she had the sandwich.
Exactly.
And we know she did because we have the footage.
I feel like they went further than they needed to in the evidence collection in this one. Can we give some of this to other cases?
Well, Ice-T is here to say...
Some cases have smoking guns. This one has a smoking sandwich.
Ice-T, please! You're better than this.
I almost texted that to you today.
You went with smoking sandwich? That's what we went with?
I know.
That's what made the cut?
It's a smoking meatball sandwich.
Are you kidding?
I know.
Are you kidding? But the point is, clearly, Janika...
Smoking sandwich.
Ice. And I'm not going to call you Mr. T because I know that name's already taken.
Yeah.
But clearly Janika killed Katie. All of the evidence is there.
Yes.
But there's more.
I know.
They found the gun matching the shell casings. And the biggest, most insane thing out of all of this is Janika's journal.
The journal had some pretty damning entries into it.
As we looked through the diary, we started noticing, I think there was about a total of 15 names in there.
People that she wanted to kill. And on that list was Katie Roberts.
We started reading a few of the stories, and one of them almost sounded like the death that we were now investigating.
And it's not a journal, it's like a murder journal.
So she had a hit list of 15 people that she wanted to kill.
And they're almost all, I think they're all women.
Yeah. There's one guy named David on the list. I saw.
Wayne.
Yeah. And Wayne, what did you do,
But then she also has, in her notes, I took a screenshot of this. They'll say, Wanda, in parentheses, Dre will help me find her. I know. There's a kill list, right? And all these names. And she also has, she's writing notes, hot grease burns and scars. Boil grease till it pops and pour it on the victim's face. She also has down pina colada potion.
Oh, God.
Better than bullets, kill him with kindness.
Well, because what we learn about Janika is that she was jealous of these women, either for their boyfriends or the attention that they were getting from men. The idea that she was going to boil grease and pour it on somebody's face.
Hateful.
I had such a strong reaction. I almost knocked my microphone over when you said that.
I mean, she wants to torture and hurt these people.
Yes.
So,
but it also feels like, obviously killed Janika, left the body in the backyard. So that body was going to get found. She was found out within 24 hours. So my question is, was she going to kill all of these people as quickly as possible?
And her father?
Right.
And Johnny Walker, she was just going to leave him to deal with it?
Johnny Walker is the stepfather, so where's the mom? We don't know this relationship at all.
And why did you return to the scene of the crime, you fucking idiot? Stay stupid. She just drove home.
But we don't get enough about this kill list. Who are these people?
I know.
Why did she want to kill
them?
And
who's Dre who's going to help her out?
And who's Dre? What did Wayne do? But also, why was Katie number one? Why did she have to die
We'll
first?
get into that. It's to me, it's very clear.
Yeah.
But
girl, Rula is a new sponsor. And listen, with Rula, you can find the right therapist for you.
Yeah, because Rula partners with a network of over 15,000 therapists and psychiatrists nationwide. So you can find your personalized solution and the right therapist for you based on your needs, preferences, state requirements. Everybody's different.
And this is all about the telehealth, fam. So this is like therapy on your schedule. This is therapy that suits your lifestyle.
And it's also true end-to-end care. So Rula is committed to supporting you, staying with you every step of the way on your mental health journey. They're not just like putting you in the hands of a therapist. They're helping you find the right therapist.
Yes.
They're helping you schedule appointments. They're monitoring your progress. Like Rula is here to help you.
Yes, and also in-network covered care for most major insurers. So you can pay as little as $15 per session.
Yeah, they'll also help you with medication management.
Yes.
And they have a diverse network of licensed, experienced professionals. So their therapists and psychiatrists make it so easy for you to get the care you need.
So fam, thousands have already trusted Rula to support them on their journey toward improved mental health and overall well-being.
Which we love.
We love.
Head on over to Rula.com/TCO to get started today.
After you sign up, they ask you where you heard about them. Please support our show and tell them our show sent you.
Go to RULA.com/TCO and take the first step towards better mental health today.
You deserve quality care from someone who cares.
That is the truth.
And we are sending you hugs, hugs, hugs.
Oh, we love you.
Always.
Clear.
Yeah.
But like right now, like we have everything we need, right? We have the timeline, we have the DNA, both Katie's and Janika's. We have the murder journal, we have the murder weapon with Janika's DNA on it, the forensics, like we have all of it.
Ugh.
So they pick her up, she's arrested. Finally, she asks for a lawyer. Just saying.
Smoking sandwich.
Like ice.
I know.
Can you call Mariska next time? Run it by her.
I mean, Mariska, she would have, she could write the whole
You know
script in
what?
10 minutes.
She'd be like, that's really good. I like it.
You know what? Say smoking sandwich.
And so if Mariska says it's okay, it's okay.
All right.
That's the rules.
Oh, we came back
That is
around.
science. That is.
I agree. I'm back with you.
So the question is like, what the hell is the motive?
I know.
A few things, actually.
Yeah.
There's a guy named Billy.
Oh,
He's
right.
Janika's ex. They have a kid together.
Yeah.
Janika, we learned.
Y'all ready for another pocket dial?
Like, Janika hated Katie because we don't know that. I mean, something happened between Katie and Billy. Either they were just friends or they were hooking up all the time or they hooked up once. But like, this is where the jealousy comes in. And Billy was clear from the beginning with Janika.
Yes.
He's like, girl, like, I'm not the monogamous type. I will be in this child's life, but I'm never going to marry you.
Right.
So like, we'll do our best with this, but I'm being honest with you from the very beginning. Like, I'm never going to be a one-woman man.
Yeah, well, so he meets Katie, and apparently one night is with Katie having the sex.
And I don't, like, recently, and so I don't know if he was part of her sugaring lifestyle. I don't know, like, the full nature of their relationship, but they had hooked up.
Well, they hooked up and accidentally called Janika in the middle of it. So Janika is listening to their lovemaking and seething with anger and creating a murder journal. Now, do you think this was on purpose?
I don't know, but my bigger question is, like, why do they never hate the man?
I know.
Like,
I know.
I'm not condoning murder,
No,
but like he was there
100%.
too.
Yes.
And
Yes.
and even Katie's cousin Shavonda is like, girl, really? And who is he to you again? I was like,
know.
Shavonda, yes.
I know.
Like he didn't even like you and he told you so.
Like boiling grease and pouring it on the victim's face, that is psychotic.
So that's one theory.
Yeah.
And either adding to this theory or a separate theory
This
altogether.
is very come to my window. I know. Gird your lesbian loins.
I also believe there's a possibility that she and Katie may have had some type of sexual relationship.
We also received some information that both of them were bisexual and that may have been involved in some kind of act. You know, some of the ballistics may line up and make sense of that. We weren't positive, but we were making some fairly concrete assumptions that Katie was performing oral sex on Janika.
The bullet entered Katie's body in her left shoulder.
The base of her neck.
Yeah.
Which is like a weird, like the base of her neck, like in a downward position.
Now, like, you'd have to be very tall if Katie was standing to make that happen.
So-
There is another position Katie could have been in.
The theory
Yeah.
is that Katie was performing oral sex on Janika.
On her knees while Janika was standing.
And that's when Janika shot her, the whole like kill them with kindness thing.
Yes.
Like make her think that you're not mad
But
at her.
like in that situation, like now I'm not trying to be funny, but normally you would keep if you're hiding a gun from something, you keep it like in the waistband of your pants.
Well,
But
it was probably on the counter. I think she
Oh,
just
my
reached over.
God.
Oh yeah. I think there are about 1 million ways you can hide a gun
And like
in plain
if
sight.
she shot her in the shoulder like that, that would not have been a quick death. she would have bled out. I mean, it would have been brutal.
Right, which is why the luminol shows that there was blood and
everywhere,
cleaning it up.
Yeah.
So, like, the forensics really do match up for the scenario. Like, the cops say this is the most likely situation that happened.
And it's like, the thing that I couldn't get out of my head was that Janika didn't even care about getting away with it. She just wanted to kill her. Like if she wanted to get away with it, she would not have killed her in the kitchen.
Right. It was blind hatred,
yes.
rage, jealousy. And Katie wasn't the only person. Like, I think the goal, like, Janika is that unhinged that the goal was like on to the next one.
Yeah.
Like, that's chilling to think about.
I mean, yeah, but like also not smart enough to do it in a way where she would have time to kill more people. Like, they got her in 24 hours.
Thank God.
Thank God.
So Janika heads to court. She's charged with first-degree murder. And Shavonda, Katie's cousin, tells us that, like,
she laughed throughout the trial. She laughed when I addressed her. My mom was like, how fast can I get over there to her?
The only time we've ever really we've seen that a handful of times, but I think about Richard Ramirez, was that his name, the Night Stalker?
Yeah.
Remember he was like laughing and yelling at the judge? Like, how sick you have to be laughing through a murder trial?
And like at a family member?
Yeah.
Like when you have that fucking murder journal, like, girl, you're never leaving prison.
No, like,
I hope you know that.
Right.
We have plenty on you.
Oh my God. Like, if you were trying to get away with it, this was the worst done murder we've ever seen.
She was so bad at it that the cops were like still home for dinner at 5 o'clock. No one needed overtime, which you know they love.
I know.
So it was a long trial, but the evidence is overwhelming. And the journal is crazy. And like all of she has all these people that she wants to kill and the reasons why she wants to kill them. But Ice-T says something here where I was like, oh, like, he says she has all the reasons why she wants to kill them down to small perceived slights.
Exactly.
And I thought that was a really important thing to slow down on.
Yes.
Like, Janika's just out of her mind and just wildly insecure. We just talked about, like, is insecurity the root of all evil?
I know.
Yeah.
Yes.
Like, it kind of all comes back to that. Like, especially in this case, because this is all about jealousy.
It's so interesting to say that because as a parents, tell me what you think about this. We work so hard to subtly build Daisy's self-esteem, you know?
Because you said subtly?
To do it in a way that it's not obvious to her that that's what we're doing, right?
Interesting. Can you give me an example?
So, like, we will always tell her, like, for example, when she does her chores without being asked, we will just say to her, Daisy, that was very grown up of you to do your chores without asking.
Right,
you did a great job. Thank you for doing that.
Perfect.
Maybe that's not subtle, but it feels subtle to me. Or if she has a kind interaction with a stranger, we'll say, Daisy, you did a really great job speaking like a big kid to that stranger.
Right.
Good job, sweetheart.
Yeah.
Like, to us, building self-esteem for her is all about her having a good life. Because I think that, like, I was blessed with good, solid self-esteem. I don't know where I got it from.
Yeah.
But when I look back on why I've been pretty happy throughout my life, I think it's because I always liked myself. I always thought that I was a good person, putting good in the world, and I really wanted to give that to my kid.
Yeah.
And when you see somebody like Janika, when it's like perceived slights, that's such a real thing.
Yeah.
Like, therapists will say it to you. I mean, if you have good, smart friends, they'll say it to you. Perceived slights, if you really break that down, it's like, it didn't happen. It's not real.
Right.
But because you don't have good self-esteem, that's how you're interpreting this interaction.
Like, it's not about you, Janika.
No.
Sometimes people just do things or also you just might not like every interaction you have with a person.
Exactly.
And that's gotta be okay. Like, that's the other thing people have to like teach the people they're raising in the world. Like, oh, you'll be disappointed.
Right.
Sometimes, like, you're not the fucking main character all the time. Sometimes you're gonna be inconvenienced, and you have to make a 4-hour TikTok about it.
Yes, and
that's
may
life,
I say,
kid.
like, I get my feelings hurt all the time. I've cried about new friends. Like, I'm not saying that I'm bulletproof. I'm not trying to.
And that's the important part.
Right, because a good self-esteem allows you to pick yourself back up. It doesn't mean you're never going to fall down. It just allows you to pick yourself back up.
Right.
And I think that a good self-esteem is something that can only be taught. It's something that you can only either give to yourself or get from other people, like, or get from like the people that raise you. Yeah. And I think that you can like have parents who didn't instill it in you, and you can absolutely instill it in yourself, but it takes work, you know? But I do think it's like the most important thing. It's the most important gift you can give to yourself.
Yeah. And like, sometimes you're going to be jealous.
Yes.
Sometimes the guy you want to lock down is going to be like, I'm not interested in that. Like, like, that's what life is.
Yep. I think people with good self-esteem feel that all the time. It's what the self-esteem does is it gives you a good reaction to it.
Like, no one's immune from heartbreak.
No.
You know what I mean?
Of course.
Just, Janika, you suck.
Exactly.
Is the point. In conclusion, thanks for coming to our TED Talk.
And all I'm saying is, like, parents, work on your kids. You know what I mean? Like, let's try to be nice to each other.
So the killer was convicted of first-degree murder. She's sentenced to life in prison because we get like everyone saying like she would have killed other people.
Yes.
She told us so. She wrote it down.
I mean, it was in the book, and they say that in Florida, like, that's a legit life sentence. They said she'll never breathe another free breath in her life.
And then we have our parting words from Ice-T.
Oh my God.
Janika Johnson might be off the streets, but the force that pushed her to kill can never be locked up. Wherever there are beautiful people living happy lives, someone's gonna get jealous. And as we've just seen, jealousy, when taken to the extreme, can be a real bitch.
Parting words if I've ever heard them.
Ice-T. Girl, we did. What's it called?
So this is In Ice Cold Blood, season 1, episode 4. Jealousy is a Killer. I think it's a contender for episodes to have.
I think so.
We get to spend some time with Ice-T.
Ice-T is great, and look, if we get one-liners like that, I'll take it.
Right?
You know what I mean?
Keith Morrison's like, I have notes.
I know.
But can't all be Keith.
Fam, join our book club, join our Facebook group, check out our Patreon. We got so much. There are so many other ways and places that you can connect with us if you want
many.
to. Oh, the Discord, the Disky.
Endless.
And let me tell you, we have links to everything in our show notes. So if you're like, how do I get into that? How do I learn more about that? Just go into the show notes of the episode. You'll find it all
Just
right
give it a
there.
little click.
Yeah. All right, fam, we love you.
We love you. Stay safe out there.
Stay safe out there.
Get it together.
Yeah, get it together.
Some of you just need to get it together.
Some of you are fine.
Like, that's it.
Yeah.
Like, get it together.
Yeah, totally. All right, bye.
Bye. Love you.
Do you?
The people, they know.
Okay.